Hey guys. Hi. Welcome to a new episode of This Adult Thing, the podcast where we feel and grow together. I'm your host, JJ, and if you're new to the podcast, you're very welcome. Feel free to join us on our journey. And to those who have been here with me since episode 1, hey guys, I see you. Thank you for sticking with me. And I appreciate you for coming back to listen to me talk again. So, how are you? How has your week been? How are you feeling? Because as for me, I don't know. This has not been my best couple of weeks. I can tell you that. Because, firstly, my laptop broke, and this is me recording the episodes I already recorded before over again. So, I don't know if you can get how frustrating that is. It's like you do your homework and your dog eats it and then you have to do it again. Because I know that's something that actually happens, right? So I don't know. Right now, I feel like the enemy, like the devil, is really trying to get me away from this. Because I feel like it's God telling me that I really have to do this podcasting thing because everything has been looking down on me. Like, you cannot even, I cannot begin to, emphasize how hard it has been. My laptop broke. I lost everything, all the episodes. I only had like one left, and that's because I had sent it to a friend. So it I had an incomplete version in my computer, in my cloud, which was full because ain't nobody got money for that. So um yeah, if I didn't have that one, I wouldn't even have the first episode. So everything just went. That's the first shock. Then I had to cuz I don't know if I said this before, but I come to the library like almost every day to record this. So I had to try using the library laptops cuz I was like I'm not going to give up just because my laptop broke. I try using the library laptops and they start acting up. So I don't record anything for like 2 weeks and I have to release this last week because I don't know when I release this, it will be I have to release this week. Cause, anyways, next week. Cause right now I'm recording it before. So yeah, you can do the math. So yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard to do this, and it just makes me feel like it's like I feel like God's telling me. Cause if I didn't say this earlier, I'm Christian. So take that as you may. But that's my fate. Yeah, I believe in God. That's just take it as you may. So yeah, I feel like God is telling me that I need to do this. Like because it's like the devil is trying to take me away from it, like just for me to give up. But yeah, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up because how do you explain my laptop just stop, it just won't turn on for no reason. I can't find a reason because I don't know. And now I had to buy a new laptop, and the new laptop doesn't work with the mic I have. So guys, it's like so much happening. So yeah, right now I'm recording off the library computer, but I'm gonna keep doing this. Just so you know, I'm gonna keep releasing this, even if it's like 2 people listening, because I don't know where this is gonna go. I really don't. But like I told you before, I got my friends on this, like my real friends, like they're OGs, and I already have like one person that actually is waiting for this, someone I don't know. So I'm gonna do this for you guys, and we'll see where it goes. But I feel like this is something I really have to put my all into because it feels like it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling for me. Like yeah, and that's the thing with having good friends. Like remember from first episode, yeah. The friends I have right now are the ones that are pushing me to continue this. Like I would have given up a whole while ago if it weren't for the dudes I send this to, and they were like, "Oh my god, if you don't release this, I'm gonna freaking kill you." I got death threats, so I'm gonna keep releasing this. Yeah, so it's the real ones. Like I said, take it as you may. Well, this episode was supposed to be a casual one because I know I make this podcast sound like so serious and everything, but it doesn't have to be. And that's the point of it too, because it's like growing up but still keeping your inner child, like as an adult, because most people grow up and they're like, um, can be childish, can be, like, don't be childish, but like, you gotta be like, what's the word? Joyful, like, I don't know, you gotta love life. Yeah, you gotta love life. You gotta love this life. I think I like this little life. Exactly. That's your inner child. So that's one of the main focuses of the podcast from my point of view. So it's not gonna be always like serious. I wanna also make it like we can joke around. Yeah, I'm a really um unserious person. So I'm not gonna sit here like you know who and be like, ugh, alpha males, do this, blah blah blah, woman. You know, I don't have like I said, I don't have the clue. I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but we're figuring it out together. That's the whole point of everything we're doing. So yeah, and we can do that while being goofy. There's no wrong to that. But anyways, this episode was it's just a casual one, supposed to be. Just about me sharing my recommendations. Netflix, yay! Who doesn't like Netflix? I'm at home, like I told you guys earlier, I think in the previous episode. I'm taking sort of a gap year. I haven't started college yet. I think I'll start this fall. Yeah, that's basically what's supposed to happen. So I spend most of my time watching anime. My anime nerds, like I told you guys, I got you. So I'm gonna make an episode. Like there's gonna be one. Cause I love anime culture in Japan and everything. But yeah, I'm not gonna rant on that. Yeah, I spend all my time on anime, Netflix anime is trash. Like most of them, it's just not it. But yeah, another thing I also do is I'm getting into gaming. Like I have this friend. He's annoying, but he's low key getting me into gaming. He has like a channel where he's like I think he streams, but like he has a YouTube channel and he has videos on there. So you're definitely gonna be hearing from soon. Just let him cook. So yeah, I'm gonna like leave his channel somewhere at some point. So whatever. Yeah. So this episode was supposed to just be me. It's supposed to be me. Sorry. Just giving you recommendations like my Netflix, my all-time favorites. Like it's not new stuff. It's not like the YouTube videos where it's just like stuff that they just shove in your like, you know. This is gold. This is me. Like I feel like I've watched almost everything on Netflix. So this is me going into the depths of Netflix and looking for gold, and I found it, and I'm bringing it to you guys. Yeah. So you're welcome. But no, this is definitely gold. It's not like the generic shows you guys usually watch. Like some of them are like popular, but they're good. I'm not gonna. Okay, I've been told I like corny shows. So you guys tell me if it's corny. I'm gonna leave a Q&A, and you guys actually tell me if I'm too corny because people keep telling me that. My friends keep telling me that. I don't think my shows are corny, but like you guys be the judge of that. Like, I don't know. But they are definitely good. Trust. Like even if they're corny, they're good. They're good corny. Yeah. So let's get into that. Mm, let me just find the. Alright. Yeah. I'm about to really bless you guys. Like, so first off, we have blood and water. Blood and water. Blood. Okay, I'm sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, blood and water. So to start off, this show is African. So we're going back to the motherland. It's kind of big. It's big, but like not many people in America know it because most of the people I've asked they don't. But it's really good. I was like skeptical watching it just because it was African. Me being an African, so that says a lot. There's like this stereotype or stigma. I don't know which word it is, but yeah, it's actually good. So I'm just gonna like read the the thingy, the description. So after crossing paths at a party, a Cape Town teen sets out to prove whether a private school swimming star is her sister who was abducted at birth. That's like basically it. They did a good job summarizing that. So I actually watched it. I watched everything. So remember how I told you guys that I recorded this episode before and lost it, like with my computer and all. I actually spoke about how I was so excited for season three because season three just came out like last week. Season three was good. Season three was really good. And they do this thing where um you don't really know what's gonna happen in the beginning. You're like, oh my god, what is this? But then when you get to like the middle of it, you're hooked. So I'm not gonna be saying much. I'm not gonna spoil the shows. I'm just gonna tell you guys like what kind of happens and why I like him. Yeah. So this show is basically about this girl pulling, played by Ama Kamata. Like she's so pretty. She's like wonderful. She's amazing. Yeah, and she it's South African. So her sister's abducted at birth, and her parents, her mother more specifically, puts more emphasis, like she cares more about the kids she lost than the kids that are actually there because Pulling has a little brother, and like in the beginning you kind of see this dynamic where the mother is constantly bringing up the lost sister. So Pulling is obviously like tired of it. She's fed up, and you see her go to this party, and she goes to the party and finds this girl that looks like her. Like people tell her they look alike. And mind you, it's the girl's birthday. And on that day, her mom was celebrating their lost sister's birthday. So she's obviously intrigued. And it's a long shot. But she's like, she has to prove that that's her sister. So that's the beginning of it. That's like the beginning plot. That's what happens in the first two seasons. Her trying to prove that Fikile Bele is her sister. And it goes into this whirlwind of drama because at the beginning it's just like a high school drama, like Elite, or I don't know. Yeah, Elite is just they ruined it. But like, yeah, it's kind of starts like that, but then it goes into like this deep mafia type action type. It just gets so deep. So it's a good show. Like you should try it out. It's African. So if you've been like asking yourself what Africa actually looks like, if we like go to school on tigers or elephants, then watch Blood and Water and answer your own questions instead of asking random Africans. Yeah, I said it. You heard it here. So yeah, go watch Blood and Water and actually see how what Africa looks like. Yeah. Um. Next up, we have Kitz. Kitz is one of the best shows I've watched. This is my opinion. I love this show. It was so good. And the worst thing is that it only has one season. Now, don't throw it off just because of that, because I don't know. Maybe if someone told me it only had one season, I would have watched it, but I would have missed how good this was. And it makes me want to talk about this thing where Netflix brings these crazy good shows that people get so engaged with that they can't wait to get the next season, and then they just discontinue it and then just throw people off. Like, why would you do that? Why do they always do that? This is not like there's other shows on this list, and it keeps on going. And shows that are actually supposed to be canceled, like one show on this list, don't, and they keep getting seasons. So like, I don't know what to say. That's like the stupidest thing ever. But let's talk about kids. A year after the tragic death of her brother, 19-year-old Lisi enters the decadent world of Munich clique that treks to the luxury ski resort of Kitz, Austria, to celebrate every season. So this is a German slash Austrian show, I think, but it's one of the two. I think they speak German in Austria. If you're from Austria, please correct me. Kids is about this girl, Lisi. She her brother dies. Her brother dies while going to see his girlfriend. So she lives. Let me like give background. She lives in this resort, like you know the ski resorts. There's the one in America. I forgot where all the rich people go. Yeah, so basically she lives in a village, kind of a village close to like the skiing resort type of places. So during the winter season, or I think it's during the summer, the rich people, the duchesses and all of the rich people from the city leave the city and come to their village to spend their vacation skiing and living lavish lives, lavish parties at their estates. So her brother fell in love with one of the rich girls, like a duchess or something, and he dies going to her place. Like while he was going to meet her, there was a snowstorm, so he falls from a cliff. Tragic, very tragic. Yeah. So Lisi is on a quest to get revenge. Like she has to get revenge for her brother's death because she's like the rich girl doesn't even care that her brother died and is on to the next hottie. Like she just had a new boyfriend. So she's livid and devises a whole plan that entails her getting closer to the rich people, to the rich circle. So she like actually finds a way to become their friend and like kind of like I become friends with you and stab you in the back. But when she gets there, she realizes that she actually likes them like they're actual people and she actually likes the girl's boyfriend. It's so twisted. And she like tries to retract, like stop the revenge, like stop the plan from pushing through, but um it pushes through and there's this big disaster and that's where they leave us in the first season. So like you should watch it. There's all these side quests, other stories, her friends have their own individual stories happening. So it's a full show. It's really good. Like I really liked it, even though it only had one season. But they say they're gonna bring the next season, but it's been like 3 years, so I don't know. We're waiting. But you should definitely watch it. And my next show is Tiny Pretty Things. Those tiny pretty things. Basically, after an attack brings down the star student at a ballet school, her replacement enters a world of lies, betrayal, cutthroat competition. This is another one of those shows, the ones that Netflix keeps canceling for no apparent reason, because this show was like number one in so many countries. I actually went through the stats. Like I like this show so much that I checked everything and it didn't add up. Like I feel like something was going on somewhere for them to like just stop this show because many people liked it. It was popular in a lot of like countries around the world and stuff. So they didn't have a reason. What was the reason? I don't know. But anyways, it's a show about this girl. I think her name was Nevea, something like that. So basically, she's a ballet dancer and she wants to get into this top elite school for ballet dancers in Chicago, Chi Town. But when she finally gets accepted, she goes there and finds out that she was the replacement for the star dancer of the school. Why did she get replaced? Because she was murdered. No, she wasn't actually murdered, but someone tried killing her and she was in a coma. So Nevaeh is in a really awkward situation. Like she has to get into the shoes of like the star dancer of the school, and everyone's like looking in her direction. Like she's under the spotlight the minute she gets into the school. So she has to like do everything possible to not mess up while trying to uncover the mystery of the murder. Why would someone want to kill the star like dancer at the school? Is it competition? Is it her boyfriend that everyone thinks is crazy? Or is it the ballet instructor? Or she has to find out. And she has to do that also while trying to not get killed, basically, because she could be next. So she does a great job at that. She like tops everyone. She blah blah blah. Like it just goes great. It's a great show. But it doesn't end good. And they stop it there. Like there's no other season. So that's like a throw off. But like you should watch it if you want to. Like but it's good. Even though it has just one season. There's so much drama. And if you like drama, this is the show for you. This is definitely not corny. Definitely not. Anyways, next show. So next up, we have Les 7 vies de Léa. Et salut les mecs, c'est JJ là et je suis là avec les recommandations Netflix. So yeah, the show is a French show, and if I didn't say this earlier, I'm actually fluent in French. I'm fluent in English and French because I come from like both sides. Listen to first episode if you want to like get what's going on, if you want to get the gist. So oui oui, les 7 vies de Léa, the 7 lives of Léa, for like those of you who didn't pay that much attention in French class. Side eye. No, but like you're good. I didn't pay attention in Spanish class either, and it's supposed to be easier to speak Spanish being a fluent French speaker, but it just doesn't stick yet. So I feel you. We're in the same boat. We're not actually. But yeah, the show is about this girl, Leia, that the time I recorded is the first time I recorded this episode, I had actually not finished it, and I did. And this show also has one season. I don't know if I'm just the one who attracts this type of shows, but they discontinued it. Anyways, it's about this girl called Leia. She she's about to KHS, and she's at this party. She's like she wants to KHS, and she she goes down. She goes to some river. She gets there and she's about to KHS. I need to stop. Whatever. She's about to KHS and she sees a skeleton on the floor. I know, totally random. So she touches it and then she calls the police. So the police comes and they take her like to the station, and she's left with the evidence, which is I think she's left with the skeleton. So she takes off it has a bracelet and she takes it off, I think, or something. So she goes back home, falls asleep, and she wakes up in the person's body. So apparently it's a dude that she thinks KHS. Yeah. And now she went back into the past, into his like body before he died, and it's like 30 years earlier, and she finds out that it's actually her parents' best friend. So she has to find out a way. She falls in love with him, her parents' best friend. Yeah, someone she doesn't know and someone that's dead. She falls in love with him and has to find a way to stop him from dying. So now she has to uncover the mystery. If he actually killed himself. Oh, KHS. I'm sorry, and she has to um she has to do that while traveling into different bodies. Like every time she falls asleep, she goes into a different person's body, and she goes into 7 different bodies. So that's why the title is The Seven Lives of Leah. She lives 7 different lives, and all of the lives are the suspects, like the people that could have killed Ismael. Ismael is the name of the dude. So yeah, she has to uncover the mystery, and the end is tragic. Like this show didn't. I don't think it needed a second season. The first season was like okay. I ended it and I was like, yeah, this is a good end. I thought it was a limited series, but then I found out they were gonna make a second season, but didn't anymore, because the end is just okay. So you can watch this actually. I really like the end. I didn't like it. It was kind of tragic, but yeah, it was like um it gave closure. So that's all I asked for in a show. I don't want to like keep thinking about what could have happened, or like it needs to have a minimum amount of closure. Yeah, that's just it for me. So yeah, it did. They did a good job with that. The others didn't, but this one did. So yeah. So now, this show is actually not in my list. Like, I don't know. You've probably already watched this, but I'm not gonna. If you haven't watched it, I'm not gonna recommend it to anyone. Do not watch it. Do not watch it if you want to, but like, please. If someone had told me, I would have like strayed away from it. So remember, To All the Boys I Loved Before. The movie that made everyone go to Netflix, that made everyone start watching Netflix. I know it did for me because that's pretty much why like my cousins ran it about getting Netflix to watch that movie. It was so big. Corny, corny, corny. I hear it now. I do. But like who hasn't watched this movie? On a real note, who hasn't watched this? Whatever. So imagine my excitement when they announced that they were gonna make a show based off of Kitty's life. Everyone was excited. Everyone was ecstatic. I was like, yeah, that's like great. It's great thinking that they like create a whole world, different world, based off of Kitty's life. Because Kitty's the one that helped Mara Jane. So I was so excited. But then I watched it and I was not like the excitement dialed down after the first episode. This show is so corny. I don't please. This show is it's not even corny anymore. It's cringe. It's cringe. And I'm this person. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I hate cringe. Like when something is too cringe, like if I get to a part of a show that's too cringe, I have to pause it and like sit it out before I keep on watching because like I don't know. I just hate cringy stuff. And they ruined this show. This show was so cringy and it had a stupid budget. Like, don't even get me talking on how they freaking flew her to Korea and rented out. I don't know how they get the sets, but like rented out a whole ass school to make this mess. If you watch Exo Kitty and liked it, I feel like it's only little girls that would like this show at this point. But like, if you liked it, good for you. But I hated it. I finished watching it just because I wanted to know where it was gonna go. Cause like some shows are gonna be like, okay, it's on the face, but then they make it actually deep. But like, this show is so bad. And guess what? Guess what? It got a second season. That's what I wanted to talk about. Remember all the good shows, all the wonderful shows I talked about earlier? Netflix didn't give them a second season because I don't know what. We don't know what. But Exo Kitty comes and gets a second season. Like they announced it like few months after the first season release. So what's going on? What's going on here? I'm telling you, there's something going on in the backgrounds of Netflix. Like it has to be investigated or something. Something has to be done because this is crazy. Th- don't even watch it. Like, I'm just telling you, but it's cringe. This is a disclaimer. If you're looking for it, this is me telling you to stray away from Exo Kitty because the budget they put on this is stupid. For it to come out that bad, oh my god. The acting was wooden, was bad. The set was wonderful. It looked so pretty. Even the cameras, like everything just looked great. Even the actors, I thought it was gonna be good, but it's not. So yeah, sorry, sorry, not sorry. It's bad. I said it. You heard it firsthand. So that's all for the shows. And now let's go on to the movies. I wanted to make this one more about shows, but if you guys want another one, I could definitely make it cuz I only have 2 movies here and they're 2 of my favorite movies. So, I just wanted to squeeze them in here in case I don't make another one. But like if you want more of my expert taste, I'll definitely make another one. Anyways, first off, we have Woman in Gold. So, 60 years after fleeing Vienna, Maria Altman, played by Helen Mirren, wonderful actress, I love her, an elderly Jewish woman attempts to reclaim family possessions that were seized by the Nazis. Yeah. Among them is a famous portrait of Maria's beloved aunt Adele, Gustav Klimt's portrait of Adele Bloch-Boyer I. With the help of young lawyer Randy Schubert, played by the famous Ryan Reynolds, Maria embarks upon a lengthy legal battle to recover this painting and several others, but it will not be easy, for Austria considers them national treasures. This was a great movie. I watched it with my family, so this one is actually family friendly, you know. You can watch it with like kids and all cuz it was really good. It's this lady. It's actually based off a real story, so I like movies like that. I love them. Is this woman who goes on a quest to get back. She moves from Austria to America during the Second World War, and after being there for so long, she wants to get back her aunt's painting. They were actually rich, like really rich in Germany, and they were Jewish, so they had to flee. So she gets this lawyer who's crazy, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, and they go into this all-out war with Austria to get the painting back because the painting is hanging in the museum in Austria. So she has to sue the whole nation of Austria to get her painting back. So she goes through all of these trials, she goes to the Supreme Court, blah blah blah. They do a lot. And at the end, well, you have to watch to know what happens. So yeah, watch A Woman in Gold. It's a family-friendly movie, so you can watch it with your family on a cozy night. I think we watched it on Christmas or something. Next up, we have Waves. I think this is actually my favorite movie. Like I said, I'm not a movie person, so this movie was really good. I liked it. Um, the epic emotional journey of a suburban African American family as they navigate love, forgiveness, and coming together in the wake of a tragic loss. Very tragic loss, by the way. This movie is so good. It's like, I love movies that make you feel something at the end. Like you feel, even if it doesn't make you feel good, you feel something. And this movie made me feel, I don't know what it made me feel. I have to watch it again to know. But you can tell me what it made you feel. But it'll definitely make you feel something. It starts like Life in a Year, the movie with Jaden Smith. It starts off like it. I actually thought that was where the story was going. Cause it's like um rich black kid that has the grades, has the athletic life, very organized, the dad that pushes him and stuff. So I thought he was gonna like meet his girlfriend, run away with her like Jaden did, but it takes a totally different turn. And I love movies like that. Like you can't tell what's actually gonna happen. So he has everything going for him. Everything's going okay. He's the top wrestler in his high school and everything, stuff like that. And his girlfriend gets pregnant. And his girlfriend is actually the girl from Euphoria, Maddie. I don't know her actual name. But before that, from all the pressure his dad put on him, he got injured and then fixed his injury, and it got serious, and he couldn't play anymore. He couldn't wrestle anymore. So he got so frustrated with the pressure his dad put on him that because like it tells you a lot. Like parents putting pressure on their kids. He thought that if he didn't do wrestling, he couldn't do anything. So it got to him and he started drinking, started doing drugs, and he found out that his girlfriend was pregnant, started spiraling. She wanted to get an abortion, but then she didn't. So he got really mad and something happened. Something very tragic. I'm not going to spoil that because I think that's a pivoting moment in the movie. So go and watch it to find out. And it's actually a pivoting moment because after that, so much happens and it pivots to the sister side of the story. So he has a little sister who is actually played by Taylor Russell. So beautiful, like perfect acting. She's wonderful. And she plays the role so well. Like you see the emotion. After the tragic thing that happens, the family has to find a way to navigate with each other, find a way to love each other after what happened. I'm not gonna tell you guys. You have to go and watch it. And she learns a wonderful life lesson. That family, you have to forgive your family because it's everything you got or something like that. Go watch it and come tell me. I forgot. But yeah, anyways, that was it. That was my list. And they might not be the greatest shows of all time, but in my opinion, they are. I really love the shows. And when I sat down to make a list, these are like the shows that came. I mean, I have more. If you guys want another one, I'm definitely going to do it. But yeah, these are the ones I wanted to start off with. And I didn't want to make this too long. And it's already long. So yeah, I definitely like it if you guys tell me if I did a good job with this. This is the first casual episode. I think it was casual. I feel very relaxed right now. And I hope you do too. It was not a difficult topic. It's just my Netflix recommendations and then my personal opinion on them. So you guys should tell me if you liked it. Like, please leave a rating. Please leave a review. Please tell me in the Q&A. I forgot what I was gonna put in the Q&A. I'll remember and put it. So please vote in the Q&A for something I don't remember, and leave a comment or something to like let me know if you like this or not. Cause if you didn't, be straight with me, and so I can improve. Like I said, I'm gonna keep on doing this stuff. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I don't know where it's gonna bring me. I don't know what it's gonna bring to me, but I'll keep on doing it till God tells me not to anymore. So yeah, you're gonna see more of me. I don't know if I don't think I'm the best at this, but it's decent. So I want your opinion on that. You guys should definitely follow the podcast on all social medias. The handle is This Adult Thing on Instagram. This Adult Thing without the second T. Yeah. On Twitter is This Adult Thing without the second T too. On all the other platforms is This Adult Thing, like the same way you write it. And the email is thisadultthing@gmail.com, like with two T's. So you guys should definitely reach out and like follow if you want to. And please support if you like what I'm doing. Because this is not all of it, obviously. This was just like a side note. Because we can be goofy while being serious too. So there's definitely gonna be more episodes. You guys should give me some suggestions, like stuff you want me to talk about in the adulting sphere, because that's the whole aspect of this podcast. But you guys should definitely let me know if you want more goofy episodes. Let me know if you want more serious ones. Let me know anything, like any feedback I would take with the utmost care. So, yeah, thank you for leaving feedback. So, if you're new, you should definitely stick around. And those that have been here, thank you for sticking around. Please like, share, subscribe, do everything, please. So I know if I'm doing a good job. Thank you guys. And I'm going to keep on moving, keep moving forward. And you should too. Let's do that. Have a nice week. God bless you.